What's up, good people? How you doing? I got this shirt on to celebrate Tina Turner. Rest in peace. You're simply the best. Hey, we had a heck of a market after the close with Nvidia and AI stock really popping. For those of you that don't know, this is Stock Up with Larry Jones. Take a minute. Hit the like button if you see me, if you're already subscribed. And if you're not, go ahead and hit the subscribe, the like button and the subscribe button. And join the family, okay? Let's get right into it. Oh, yeah. Also, too, today's video is brought to you by Stock Up U. Stock Up U is your top link below. So let's get into AI. AI is pumping. It's real and it's here. It's not futuristic, it's now. It's not something that's going to start popping or taking place in the future like the metaverse and other things, NFTs and those type of deals. It is now. AI is everywhere. It's been around. It's not fully developed, but it is here. And last night, NVIDIA, which I think is an AI leader, has really popped. Listen, I just want you guys to listen to this. This happened yesterday, and I want you guys to listen to it because they say some very interesting things.
Continue to move higher despite whatever is going on around them. And that's a heavy load.
Portfolio manager yesterday on the closing bell suggests that Apple was the top two way to play this whole AI boom. So those are the stocks in the conversation.
Yeah. Well, I would say that today, NVIDIA, or later, NVIDIA will be the poster child for mega cap tech and communications. I mean, everybody has their eyes on it because this is the group that has led the market. I mean, they account for 80% of the return on the S&P year to date, these 10 names. So they have to hold up their part of the bargain for the market to continue to love these stocks and pile into them as the names that will continue to move higher despite whatever is going on around them. And that's a heavy load for NVIDIA to be lifting. I hope they can do it.
That's one of the key questions. You really highlight it with all that is riding on this to the market itself.
Yeah.
And you really think it's a significant level that's riding on it.
Also, I want you guys to listen to another part of this. I want you guys to listen to another part. Here we go.
NVIDIA, okay? You trimmed it.
I did.
Back in February. And I'm sorry for you because it's up 30% since you did that.
I actually, yes, I'm sorry, but I'm not, because you've got to take profits when stocks like this do really well. Now it's doubled, for the year. On a valuation basis, you're buying this because of AI. You're buying this for the future. But, we've talked about this in the past. Make sure your position sizes are okay, because this stock could move 20% after hours. And if it's too much of your portfolio, like any one stock is, just make sure that you know why you're owning it.
So, as you know, it moved more than 20% after hours. It moved 30% after hours. Just imagine you have NVIDIA at 309 when you go to sleep, and then when you wake up, it's 395. Well, that is what's going on with NVIDIA right now. And I know we talked about it yesterday on the live with the guys, and then Stocks with Josh and I covered it in our Technical Tuesday, which was on Wednesday. I'm going to leave a video, not a link. There'll be a video at the end of this video in the box in your upper right-hand corner. If you have not seen it, I beg you to see it, because Josh goes over a lot of great technicals in that video. All right, so we now have all of these companies or all of these analysts raising the price targets of NVIDIA, right? So NVIDIA, of course, went up as high as 30%. Evercore raises its price now from $320 to $500. From $320 to $500 as a price. Now, here we see in the pre-markets, we are at $395 at the time of shooting this, right? Bank of America raises its price target from 340 to 450. Just so this is Bank of America. These analysts are kind of a joke, because if they're wrong, not by a little, by a lot, they just adjust. Like they adjust greatly, okay? But they have to. I get it. Goldman Sachs raises their price target from 305 to 440. Nvidia's market cap grew by 200 billion overnight, and almost $1 trillion company. So that's what's going on with Nvidia. And then, like we discussed on yesterday, you have what's called sympathy plays. You have the AMDs. AMD is up 9%. So one from 108 to 118. And even these small caps like Palantir. Palantir is up 9% this morning. So from 1223 to 1336, those are some very, very, very frothy pops. Now, let's go into Congress. Now, I want you guys to know that these are a lot of politicians that are playing games with our money, playing games with our money. I want you guys, if I could bring this up, let me see if I could get this to play. I want you guys to hear this. I want you guys to hear this.
I think my conservative colleagues, for the most part, support limit, save, grow, and they don't feel like we should negotiate with our hostage.
So they don't. We don't feel like,
for the most part,
that they should negotiate with our hostage. This is a Republican. He says we don't feel like we should negotiate with our hostage. You guys know I'm an independent, and I give the Democrats a lot of flack, and there is plenty of flack to go around to give out because they keep doing this to us. We don't feel like we should negotiate with our hostage. Who is our hostage? Not the Democrats are not just the Republicans' hostage. We are. And I'm not turning into a political page or a YouTube page, but the biggest threat to your money in the next from now until the 1st is not even the Fed. It is politicians playing this game. Now they are going home for a week right after McCarthy got on the president's case for going to the G7. Now they're going home for the week. So shame on all of them. They should be locked up in the room. They should not be able to go on a vacation, recess, or anything until they get this debt ceiling problem fixed. That is just me, okay? Because if they don't, if you remember 2011, and I believe it was August 5th, and we don't go into default, but we simply lose our credit rating. As a matter of fact, you know what? For those of you that know that we got our plays already on our radar, and we know that the market could fall by 19, 30, 35%, and then they'll do what's right, and then the market recovers. You know what? I'm going to just go and say it. I hope they don't meet the deadline. I hope they do create a buying opportunity for you and I. And I hope you guys have your stock ready. Now, it may not happen, but if it does, be prepared. Like I always say, we ain't scared, we prepared. I dare an English teacher that talks really proper to say it like that. We ain't scared, we prepared. All right, so that's what I wanted to talk about. And then mortgage rates have creeped back up over 7%. Now, if they don't raise the debt ceiling by the 1st, mortgage rates could go up as high as 8.4%. All right. So that means that if you're buying a $400,000 house today and someone else buys it at 8.4%, they'll be paying an extra $500 a month for the same mortgage. So the damage, the collateral damage is astronomical. All right. So at the beginning of this, we played a clip where the gentleman was suggesting taking profits. Now, I'm not going to tell you to take profits, right? I'm not going to tell you to do anything. But when you have a stock that is up 30% overnight, I want you to think about what your plan is. What is your plan? A lot of people think taking profit is selling everything. It's not. Sometimes it's just taking a haircut. Sometimes it's just selling 10%, 5%, 15, 25%. Some people will sell 50%, and then if it cools back down, okay? Me, myself, I have different portfolios, and that's why I have different portfolios. I have some where I swing trade, and I have some where I just simply DCA, and I never stop, all right? So that's what I want to leave with you guys. Make sure you check out all the links below. You have a good morning. I have to change and head to a funeral, and rest in peace, Tina Turner. I'm not heading to her funeral, of course. It's my wife's great uncle. So he lived a good life. He was 97. You guys have a blessed and wonderful Thursday, okay? And we'll see you later. I got this stuff all tangled under here. We'll see you later. You have a blessed day because you choose to have a blessed day. Live, love, laugh, learn, and earn. And be kind. Rewind. Do it again.